between the New York Jets and the Green Bay Packers. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down. Now Rodgers. Caught on the right side by Jones. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And that brings up third and a full 10 yards.
Well, this defense for the Jets, they played really well in that win last week against Miami.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few laps.
Trying to get it to Cobb, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Ashton Davis.
And he brings this one back. It's a pick six and a Jet touchdown. Now Greg Zuerlein on for the extra point. He's got it, and the Jets lead 7-0. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
The drive starts with a carry by Dillon. And a short pickup to about the 27. It'll be second down.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defense in front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
That's into a crowd and intercepted.
And he brings this one back. It's a pick six and a Jet touchdown.
Charles, it's now a 2-touchdown lead in the opening quarter. Following that pick six, they are off to a fast start in this one.
And absolutely ecstatic on the sideline after that play, aren't they? Not just because they've got the lead, but how about seeing one of their guys get a chance to take it in for six? Already up a pair of touchdowns. They've got everything going their way early on.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. But right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And he powers through the first wave, but he's going to be swallowed up behind the line of scrimmage.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Throwing is Rodgers. The left side completion to Jones. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. He finds Randall Cobb with a completion. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 42. To give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They'll go again to Jones.
And maybe a little over pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line.
It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the first. After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10. Here's a give up the middle.
What a great effort there. He's going to get this inside the 15, and they'll spot it at the 13-yard line. Nice run.
That's a 12-yard gain now on back-to-back plays.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played. The key to any screen play is all in the deception, and that means everyone on the offensive side of the ball. But someone gave it up because that one wasn't very well concealed. And the defense able to rally to him and hold him for just a short gain.
On 2nd down, it's Jones. And a very similar result again. The Jets defense once more stopping him behind the line. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
To throw, it's Rodgers.
And he's got his man. Touchdown, Green Bay. It's Allen Lazard.
A great play there. His 4th touchdown on the year.
And the Packers are back within a score.
Crosby with the extra point, and that'll make our score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away.
Taken in at the 3. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. Wilson leading the Jets up now for a 1st and 10.
At their own 20-yard line. Wilson. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage.
So a first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds.
53 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
They'll run here with Dillon.
And he'll get nothing there. Stopped right at the line as that will wind us down to the end of this first quarter play. Back for the second quarter in Green Bay. It's the Packers in possession of the football as they come up now second and goal.
Hey, where y'all going?
Running right, Jones. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is third and goal.
On play action, it's Rodgers. Touchdown, Packers!
Robert Tonyan
From 8 yards out.
And the Packers are an extra point away from evening this one up.
Extra point up and good by Crosby. And we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Now Wilson on first down. Throwing the out route and complete. It's Wilson.
And they're going to get this up to midfield.
Play action. Now Wilson.
Smith brings it in, going across the middle.
And he is out of bounds inside the 35. It'll be a gain of 16 for number 16.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. So, Charles, you look at this offense, and what a start to the season. 5 wins without a loss. When do you think that you start believing that maybe you're in the midst of something special?
Well, you and I both know every head coach never wants that thought to creep into a locker room. But the truth of the matter is, not quite at this time, because if we look at the Steelers in 2020, they're a great example. Remember, they started 11-0, then lost 5 of 6 and went out in the first round. But I think if you get toward mid-November, the Thanksgiving time frame, and you're still doing this, that's when things start to get real for a ball club.
And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on third down. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to move the sticks with a gain of 4 on 3rd and inches.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? They looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
From the red zone now, here's Wilson on first down. Throw left side complete. That's Wilson. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds.
That's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving.
And this is going to be caught by Smith for a Jet touchdown. Jeff Smith, a 14-yard touchdown.
And the Jets have taken the lead.
Zerline good with a PAT. And the lead is now 21-14. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it 1st and 10. And some space here. And he'll go down at the 28. It's a big play there for Green Bay. 48 yards.
Running their plays over and over during the week can often get robotic for an offense, but on game day they can often flow smoothly, as that one just did.
Up the middle, Jones. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. The linebacker, C.J. Mosley, in on the stop. Two minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder coming up here at halftime, we'll ship you off to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman will have first half highlights and analysis from a back and forth first half that we've seen. Working from the gun, Rodgers.
Throw right side. This is into the hands of the tight end, Tunyon. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense.
Got a man. It's Tunyon.
And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. Now Jones. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Green Bay touchdown.
Aaron Jones, his 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Packers are within an extra point of tying up this ball game.
Crosby connects on the extra point, and that is going to tie up the game as we approach halftime. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Jets Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Tie ball game, still a little more than a minute to go in the half. The question, can they put something together here, try to take that lead into intermission?
I would have to think that would be the goal for sure. I don't think you sit on anything here. Here's your opportunity. Push it downfield. As you mentioned, it's a tie game. So minus a disaster on your part, you've got that in your back pocket. Go ahead and try and get some points and feel great going into the half.
Wilson's throw here going to be caught by Wilson.
The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Play action. It's Wilson. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown.
Denzel Mims,
his first touchdown on the year.
And the Jets will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half.
Zuerlein connects on the extra point, and they will take a 7-point lead. Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away.
Fielded just outside the goal line.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just...
He's got a man, complete. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Rodgers.
This one swung out here to Jones.
And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll bring up a 2nd and short. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
And so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit them over the top, unsuccessfully.
The kick by Crosby is good, and that will do it for this first half. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. And the Jets set to receive this third quarter kickoff, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in the second half.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner,
yeah, they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. It's a first down, his 4th catch of the game after having 3 in the first half.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35.
54 yards rushing for him now, and he's only carried the ball 4 times.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What is it, 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they'll get to that end zone real fast.
So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 34. Off the play fake. Here's Wilson. They'll roll him out right. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick. And he'll take it across midfield to the 46-yard line. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
So after the INT, it's Rodgers. Pushes past him.
And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They've become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense. Now that was well defended, and as a cornerback, what you're taught when you see a wide receiver screen, either you get underneath the play before the blocking forms, or you're going to have to fight your way through it by getting through some blocking.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Getting the sack, the 227-pound linebacker, Quan Alexander. Here's Pat O'Donnell now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. You got the lead here in the second half. That's the last penalty you want to commit.
And they were getting the ball. Why are you going after the punter there? Just take the football and keep going.
Now it's 1st and 10 after a costly penalty there on 4th down. An inside give to Jones. And he's able to carve out about 6 there, down to the 37.
Not a ton of room available on that one, but he made use of what space was available and gained decent yardage.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Rodgers now to throw. And Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time.
Sauce Gardner picks it off. And the Jets are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line. Well, we saw plenty of that during his much-heralded college career. He parlayed that into becoming a first-round selection. And now here he is making interceptions in the National Football League.
And this is a guy that has all the physical tools, but the thing that sets him apart is what he's got between his ears. And that's the sixth sense for knowing where the football is going. Just an excellent play there to create the turnover.
After the interception, here's Wilson. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Wilson. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. They go play action with Wilson. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Adrian Amos with a pick.
And the Packers are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. To throw is Rodgers. The Jets pressure too much as down he goes. Quan Alexander able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people would think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way. And what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
And he'll let this go deep for Lazard.
And this will be caught at the 30.
And he'll be brought down at the 27. Even later into his career now, there aren't too many guys that can launch it downfield with accuracy better than Aaron Rodgers.
Well, one way or the other, you knew they'd have to push the ball downfield on 3rd and long, but I'm not sure the defense was expecting to push it that far downfield. They're mapped their net up, but it certainly did for the offense.
Lambeau Field, one of the best home field advantages in the NFL, no doubt. And they're a happy bunch here as the Packers lead 3rd quarter. Tackle by Ashton Davis up from the secondary.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
And here's Jones again on 2nd down.
And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
I know they've got to be careful not to go to the well too often, but it's a fine line, isn't it? Because sometimes, if you've got success, you want to just keep pounding away.
But no success there. They rallied quickly on the defensive end. Throwing now is Rodgers. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38.
Jermaine Johnson
in there to record the 2nd sack of his young NFL career. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So a big spot now for Crosby, but he's been here before. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in down, and that'll bring him back within a point. So with that field goal, this one's now back within a field goal. Maybe not the ultimate result they wanted, but gets them that much closer.
This game is unfolding like a really good book, isn't it? Because I feel like there's a few more plot twists yet to be revealed before this one is over.
After the made field goal, now Crosby will do the kickoff duties. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, One guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 72 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there, and on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing, in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously, but at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
A gain of 3, second down.
I like that run right there, partner. Not the flashiest run, not the one that's going to break for big yardage, but he understands the situation, and taking care of the football, paramount, and he got it done.
Nursing that slim lead, you're exactly right. Hold on to that ball.
And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line.
Big plays back and forth just continue. Both offenses excelling.
And I hear the excitement in your voice while you're calling this game. This hurts my soul as a defensive player, watching these teams go up and down the field and put points on the
board. Do
board.
me a favor the rest of the way. Sit back, relax, and just appreciate the offensive dominance that's going on out here.
I'll give it a shot.
And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown.
His 5th touchdown on the ground, number 8 overall. And the Jets get an important score there to extend their lead here in this 4th quarter.
Zerline good with a PAT, and that will ensure that it will take a touchdown and a 2-point conversion to tie it. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
There's still plenty of time here in the 4th quarter, and just a 1-possession game, down 8. They'll be looking for the touchdown and 2-point conversion. A field goal here on this drive does very little at this stage.
Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. Here's Rodgers to throw.
That is caught. It's the tight end, Tunyon.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Now Rodgers. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line.
You know what I like about that play? He didn't try to do too much on first down. He took what the defense gave him, put together a solid gain to bring up second and manageable. Now they have a couple of plays to pick up just a few yards and a new set of downs.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. On 2nd down, Dillon.
And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. They'll try and run for the first with Dillon.
And he's going to run into a brick wall right in the middle of the field, and I don't think he got there. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1.
Partner, you got about 20 coaches on your payroll, but there's 60,000 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them like that play.
And the later we go, it's starting to sound like 100,000 in here. Now Rodgers, gotta have this one. That's complete to Cobb.
And he is going to have a Packers first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive.
Back to throw, Rodgers. And this is caught at the 8. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. That puts him in excellent position, first and goal after a gain of 19.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
First and goal, a touchdown and a two-point conversion here are musts. Now Rodgers. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock. Back to the 10. They'll try on second and goal here. Rodgers to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. They'll wind up getting 7 on the completion, but they'll still be faced now with a third and goal situation.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Third and goal, and keep in mind, very possibly 4-down territory. To throw is Rodgers. And a quick throw here, that's complete. A great job to hold him to just a yard there. Now it's 4th and goal. And a timeout coming in. This will be their final one with 10 seconds remaining. They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. And this is caught. Touchdown. Wait, hold a second here. Flag down. Let's see if this will stand. The whistles and a timeout with 7 seconds left. Rodgers will throw for it. And it's caught. And with it, we are tied here in the 4th. Everything was riding on that two-point conversion, and they got it.
They got it. They now have the momentum. Time really dwindling in this game. Now their big deal is make sure they get a good kickoff and don't give up anything big on the defensive end.
Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild 4th quarter.
The Jets take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
And Charles, obviously not much time left. I'm curious to see if there's enough for them to get into field goal range and try to win this thing.
And partner, you and I both know the safe calls to kneel and just take it into overtime. But it's also very tough to pass up a chance to win it right now as well. But remember, if you do attempt that, it's got to be a big play downfield.
And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line.
All set up for him right now, Charles. Opening possession of overtime. They've got the football. They also obviously have this home crowd behind them in a big way.
They get that extra energy from them, but they've got to be careful not to let that adrenaline get away from them and play too fast or create errors of their own making. Use that energy, embrace it, but make sure they channel it the right way. They've got a chance to go downfield, score a touchdown, and end this game.
And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Rodgers going to throw. He's got the hook up to Lazard.
And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
And you definitely could make the case we might not even be in overtime had he not thrown 3 interceptions in regulation. But looking better here so far in OT.
Yeah, and when you think about what a coach is thinking at that point, because normally you've thrown 3 picks during the game, you might craft your play calling to be a little more careful. Not in this case. The green light still on for him.
Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
2nd and 6. No, scratch that. 2nd and 7.
Again, it's Jones. They had 3 yards on first down, just 1 yard there.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
They need 5 yards on 3rd down here to keep this opening drive of OT alive. Here's Rodgers.
Open man left side. It's the tight end, Tunyon.
And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 29-yard line. Give them 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. From the shotgun, a give to Jones.
And he maneuvers up the middle for 3, and it's 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 14. Overtime with less than 2 minutes to play, and we are still all tied.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Now a handoff. Running left is Jones. He's going to get 4 out of this as he's down to the 10-yard line. And I know you, with every carry, especially in overtime, you're just saying, if you're that ball carrier, hold on to the football.
Hold on to it, protect it, but not necessarily settle it, because you're trying to get to the end zone. You're trying to end the game right here. And I know the defensive guys, poking, clawing, breaking, trying to knock the ball free and protect their end zone.
Yeah, like you alluded to, especially this part of the field.
Second down, another shot for Jones.
And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a third and about 4 for a first.
Vision is so important for the man in the middle because his ability to look through all the clutter that's happening in front of him, diagnose a play, and then go make it and finish it, that's when the great ones know that they have the goods.
From the gun on third down, Rodgers drops it to Jones in the flat.
And the Packers are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Shaping up to be a very efficient opening drive here in overtime.
And can you feel the tension building? Because I'm feeling it. All right, I've got the sweaty palms here with each play because of the enormity of what's going on. Each play means so much in overtime, and they're handling it well as this drive continues.
They'll look to run with Dillon.
And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. Now that sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, second and goal. They'll try and run it in with Jones. And he's into the end zone for the touchdown and the game winner in OT.
Charles, normally when you see a group score this many points, it's a complete blowout. But instead, they needed every single one of those. It was close, high-scoring affair.
Yeah, Brandon, I'm still on the edge of my seat after that one because when you have that much scoring and it still comes down to one possession game at the end, that's not something we see very often. And in this case, these offenses, they brought it. The defenses, they're going to need some work going forward.
So for Green Bay, their strong start to the year continues as they're up to 5-1.
And they